I, Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, hereby command that you do not listen or subscribe to the Dragon Ball 4 Life podcast. Whatever you do, would you defy royalty? No! Bye!
Put it somewhere in the episode. Started talking about the shit that we were supposed to be talking about.
I didn't realize we were recording. That's okay.
I hit it because I was like, shit, this is good shit.
It's just a usual yammering session.
Yeah, you know.
But you know what? For the fans, because today is a special day.
Oh, we're getting right into it. Let's go.
Today is a special day, Trav. Like, you know who we are. It's Matt, it's Trav, it's Matt. But we have a return. We have a very special return of somebody who is very near and dear to our hearts. You like her, but we love her. The Universe 6 to our 7, the Champa to our Beerus, our sister in arms. Move over, Bulma. Matter of fact, move out, Bulma.
Get out.
The divorce papers will be in the mail tomorrow because she's in the future. She's not from old Namek or old Zealand, but rather new Namek and New Zealand. Our girl Bex, aka Miss Majin, is making her triumphant return to DB4L, and we could not be more happy to have you.
Thank you guys. Missed you.
And we missed you too. It feels good to be back.
And I feel like so really many things have happened in the DB world while you were gone, while you were off training, building up your energy, getting ready for the next battle, getting ready for Daima.
Your time chamber.
Yes. Been training out.
So this will kind of be like the first ever CNN DB4L episode because we got some news for y'all.
Yeah,
there's a couple big news topics that
we just missed each other so much. We just like, all right, let's talk some shit. Like we gotta talk about some stuff.
Let's just talk shop. So there are 3 topics that we wanted to talk about. Do you guys have a starting place of the 3 that you would like to talk about?
The game.
Yeah,
come on, let's go. Let's get into that.
So, in our absence, in the Trio of Danger's absence, the entire roster of Dragon Ball Sparkling Water trademarked by us. So when we see it in the chats and the comments, oh, Sparkling Water is the best game, we know where y'all got it from. We understand. But the whole roster has come out. And we obviously could not talk about this game without our resident gamer on the 1s and 2s. So Bex, we'll start with you. How do you feel? Are there any surprise inclusions and any surprise omissions from this? What is that? 182 characters?
182 characters. Yeah. I mean,
nuts.
I'm not really surprised at what I'm like seeing in terms of the roster itself. One thing I'm a little bit, I don't know what the word is, not shocked or anything like that, but like maybe a little bit like eye rolling is how many of each there are and how, you know, like if you want to go, you know, Mastered Ultra Instinct, you have to choose Ultra Instinct Sign and all that kind of shit. This makes sense to me, but also at the same time it feels a little bit draining.
Yeah. That roster spot could have been used for another character.
Yeah. Like, you know, how are we supposed to choose our main when our favorite is Vegeta kind of thing?
And how do you look if you're going up against someone and they choose Ultra Instinct Goku and you're kind of like, all right, dickhead, like, come on, like, well.
Yeah, did you see that they got like the auto dodge for that?
Yeah. That's some OP shit, like just some trolling ass, like not even taking it.
Right,
but this makes sense, right? So like, you know, even though, yes, we're going to have some OP characters, I read somewhere that you're going to have like a certain amount of points for your team, and every character is allocated a certain amount of points that correlates to their, you know, cannon power levels. So if you like choose Whis or like Ultra Instinct Goku,
he takes up the whole roster.
Then you only have to like Yajirobe or something.
Right, Yamcha.
So I'm quite
Whis and a Frieza soldier. That's all you got.
Whis and Chaozu is a wild lineup, bro.
So I think that they've actually done really well. You know, if that is true, again, I just read it because I had to do some like research, and you know, how far does your research go? and these kind of things. But that seems like a great thing to me, because otherwise you'd have severely overpowered and imbalanced teams,
right?
Versus potentially like low tier teams. And some people are really nostalgic and they like to play the OG characters.
Hell yeah.
You see it in all fighting games. People stick with their character loyal and that kind of shit. And a lot of people, even in the Dragon Ball games, they want to play the OG Z fighter team. They want to play Tien, Yamcha, and Cell or some shit.
A1 day ones.
So I'm feeling pretty good about it. Like, I think the graphics do look pretty good. When I first looked at it, I was like, this just looks like another sort of anime fighting game. And I have said that before, and I'm not ashamed of it. But I'm not afraid to change my opinion.
They heard your critique. They're like, we'll show her.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, Miss
show her.
Were any of y'all getting nervous when they were going through the movie villains and you were like, oh my god, don't tell me they're gonna include Bio Broly? Like,
dog, I was waiting for him to be included so I could just start cracking up, bro.
Yeah, low key that would be hilarious, because I would be like, you know what, I need him to be a character so I can just play him as the CPU and just destroy him, take out my anger on that movie.
Right, he shouldn't be able to fly. He should move slow as shit. like no moves. Like, that'd be wild. I'm not saying that it seems a bit coincidental that they decided to add the movie characters, and we just happen to be doing movie reviews on DB4L. That wasn't something that I suspected. And it's all the movies that we touched on pretty much, except for Broly. We ain't get there yet. But yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Cheeks himself, Mr. Backshots himself, Turles.
Yeah. Turles with the back shots.
I'll admit I lost my shit over Bardock.
Oh yeah.
I'm so keen for that. I was
hyped for Trav when BoJack popped up. I was like, oh, I know Trav's geeking right now.
Yeah. All I need is just give me Teen Gohan in the orange gi.
Yeah. I'm sure.
That's what I need.
I'm sure you can put
no doubt.
I gotta tap you on. Bow.
That was hype.
Yeah, that is cool.
How did y'all feel about movie 13?
Bro, which one's movie 13?
That was
with Tapion.
I forget what that movie's called.
You remember the numbers, man?
I know.
Trav with the insider scoop. He said, "Yeah, I
know." Big brain stuff.
I liked it too, because I like that it gave Trunks an origin of his sword.
Wrath of the Dragon. Wrath of the Dragon.
Yeah, you could have gave me mad guesses. I wouldn't have guessed that. that was the name.
It was I really liked it, because I just thought it was just a different kind of story a little bit, it wasn't your typical Dragon Ball format, and then just the whole I never can pronounce the name.
The little brother's name.
Well, little brother's name, and also Hilrudagarin, like the giant monster that is. But it was I remember when I first watched it, I was like, oh, this is different. Now, when y'all watched this reveal video, did you see those extra stuff that they had in the beginning when he was talking about the customization that you could have of intro poses, cutscenes during the fight that you can choose or whatever? And I was kind of
for the fights that you can create, the curated fight things.
Yeah. I was like, this is cool, but at the same time, I'm not going to spend my time doing that.
I like it for the aspect that I think it's going to be fun to play other people's things and community creations that'll be cool, because I know they had mentioned a lot of the preloaded ones have mad specific win conditions that are supposed to be hard as shit. Like Hercule versus Gold Frieza, or some shit like that.
I know those are gonna make me retire from games. I'm gonna be so tight.
It'd be a mission. I'll come back to that one later.
Yeah, yo, facts. I need to take a break.
2 years.
Especially because you're gonna have that one run where you get super close and you make one mistake and he gets you, and you're like, fuck,
and you're done.
About to throw your controller. I'm done.
And you're so close to throwing your controller, but then you realize you're in your 30s and you shouldn't throw controllers.
Right. And then you remember that PS5 controllers are $80, and you're like,
yeah, they're so expensive, but it's damn, this is my limited edition one. I cannot.
You get up and you're about to throw, and you're I'm better than this. I'm better than this.
Or like you're using the fight stick and you're like, fuck, this is too heavy to throw. If I throw this, everything's gonna break.
If you do throw it, you spend the rest of your day like sitting with tears with Gorilla Glue trying to put that shit back together.
Like put a post on Reddit like, man, this game really got to me, and everyone's like, same bro. That Hercule vs Golden Frieza, same bro.
They're gonna be like, oh, you only broke one controller? Good job, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. I will say one omission that PyCon's not in the game. Like I was just like, how you not gonna put PyCon in the game? I feel like that's super low hanging fruit.
He might be DLC though.
Yeah, I figured he would.
Yeah, they gotta add.
Yeah, especially like you can't have Super Saiyan 4 Goku and not Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Like it's gotta be DLC or Super Android 17. Like I feel
you know what they should aad if the Lord Slug is
False Super Saiyan.
Yes.
That would be dope.
I don't know. I love False Super Saiyan. I love.
I mean, they have Broly's False Super Saiyan where his hair started to stand up before.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They can do that. Yeah, that would be dope.
They can do what they want. They just listen to what we say and then just do that. Basically.
It's their game. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, but do what we say though.
What characters are you guys excited to play as that you haven't played as before? It doesn't.
Majin Vegeta.
Yeah. You were like, beat you to it.
Definitely Majin Vegeta. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I feel like Hit's going to be fun to play with. It's going to be fun to play with. I feel like Jiren, but I try to avoid characters that can just like mop the floor with anybody because like it takes the fun out of it for me. Like, of course I'm going to win. It's Jiren. But yeah, Hit for sure.
I want to use Dispo.
Yeah, I felt like you were going to say that.
Actually, you know, why haven't we said that? The Trio of Danger. I was
just
when I
facts.
The Trio.
Yeah, we definitely got to do this. I wonder if I don't know if this is. I don't think it is, but like a like a team battle kind of thing. Imagine if you could like 3v3 and we could each choose a Trio of Danger member.
We have to.
So I know that not that, but I did read somewhere that like certain special attacks can only happen with a specific team of players. Like the Trio of Danger to do like their tri-beam thing, you have to pick all three wolves to do that. And same with and again, this is all speculative. I don't know this for a fact. This is what people said. Like the father son Kamehameha, like for all three of them, you have to pick Goku, Gohan, Goten as a team to be able to like use that move. And if they have like they said that there's a bunch of like specialty moves that require a certain combination of characters on your team to use.
Makes sense.
I saw some gameplay of Goku and Vegeta from GT, and then he fused into Gogeta Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah,
like that's cool. I don't believe that there's been a time where you choose characters and they do these kind of, like you fucking fuse them in the middle of a fight. Yeah. That's wild to me. That's wild to me.
That's awesome.
I think that's so cool.
I'm super excited for this game. Super excited. Like I remember like back to like the super old like the Dragon Ball GT like fighting game on PlayStation, like where like Super Saiyan was a separate character. So like if you were playing with your friends, you would have to like, oh, I'm about to transform. You have to
bout.
Yeah. So like if you wanted to transform, like your friend would just have to agree to like quit the match. So then you could go pick the Super Saiyan version. Like, oh, bro, I'm transforming. let's leave out.
Wait, just wait for me.
It's a storyline. But yeah, no, I'm excited. This
I'm pretty hyped to play as Ultra Instinct Goku as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire.
Mm-hmm. I think he will be personally probably my main. Because like if I'm choosing a team, I'm going to choose one OP character, one like mid character, and probably like I don't know another low tier character. But I feel like Ultra Instinct Goku will be my my OP character. Because there's no Ultra Ego in this, so.
Yeah.
It's really all I can do.
We might get, Granola. If we can get Granola as a DLC, that'd be fire. Or Mara would be a cheat code. They can't put
Black Frieza. Just give it.
Yeah.
Just give it.
7-3.
They don't have the rights to it. Is that right?
Oh, is that? I wouldn't disagree with that. That makes sense.
Because I was wondering, and I had to dig.
They probably don't.
Yeah. Because it hasn't been like part of the anime. I could see that wouldn't be a thing. But I feel like
I'd like it though.
Good. Yeah,
I really like it. Like I really like it.
I would love to play as Granola. Like that.
God,
be
yeah.
I know. It'd be interested to see who like the voice actors would be too, and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of voice
Yeah.
actors, Trav.
What a segue.
What a segue. It is with childhood glee and admiration and pleasure and excitement and just exuberance, all other synonyms for just being over the moon thrilled that Stephanie Nadolny, friend of the podcast, voice of Teen Goku and Young Goku in Dragon Ball, has returned to the Dragon Ball family, and she will be providing the English dub voice for Kid Goku in Dragon Ball Daima, which is a fear that all of us had here on this podcast, that when they were going to go to the English dub, we all had concerns as to who was going to be the voice, because you just can't replace her voice as Kid Goku. Like I know I'm actually pretty sure from gameplay clips that I saw that Kid Goku in Sparkling Water is the Kid Gohan Kai voice, which I hate.
Which is Luffy, I think, from One Piece.
Yep, it is the new Luffy, not the old Luffy, which I prefer. The old Luffy, not to yuck anyone's yum, but the raspy voice Luffy from the Fox Kids days was
quite good.
Shout out to
steal that one.
Look, I stole it from super producer Mikey.
Nice.
I am
Nice one,
100% using that.
Look, when he said it, I said, "Oh, that's mine now."
Said we roll with it.
Yoink.
So shout out to super producer Mikey when you played his back. That was from
Yeah,
that was
thanks,
for
Mikey.
You. That was for you and from you.
Appreciate
but in the game, Kid Goku is the Gohan Kai voice, which is a little whiny bitch. I'm sorry.
It is pretty whiny. I do agree.
It is extremely whiny. Like, just I didn't really watch Kai, but clips be resurfacing, and like out of loyalty, I might have watched the episode or two. But like just hearing the whiny Gohan on Namek was cool, but then when it was the same voice in the Cell games for Kai, I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I need to take Super Saiyan 2 Gohan seriously.
Super Saiyan 2, actually, I agree with you. I shared a clip one time of, remember in the hyperbolic time chamber when Goku and Gohan are in there, and Goku sees like a glimpse of Gohan and Super Saiyan 2.
But his hair was too long to go up.
And then Gohan collapsed right afterwards, and Goku was like, "Oh shit!" I think that's an essential. But anyway, I shared a clip of that, and it was from Kai. Ooh. And to be honest with you, a lot of my clips I ripped from YouTube, because how the fuck else are you supposed to find them?
Right.
And the amount of comments I got that were like, "Oh, this is trash. Oh, this is Kai." I was like, okay, I won't share any more Kai.
You're like,
fair enough.
I heard you. God damn.
Like, I'm loyal to Bruce Falconer too. Like, don't worry, guys. Like, this was just because I couldn't find it elsewhere. But okay, I got you.
It's so
the Funimation dub is scary.
Like that,
that's what's sorry.
So bad.
It's hard to find the Funimation dub clips or footage really anywhere, because it's obviously not allowed to be streamed.
You get like somebody playing the VHS and some recording that of the playing of the VHS reposted on YouTube. It's like, I don't want this.
It's like 360 240p, like shittest quality ever.
with the damn movie caption boxes in it, so it's just a small ass screen.
Yeah, not even widescreen. Like, oh god, this hurts my eyes.
Like, my god.
Like, anytime you go to YouTube and hit the settings for higher resolution, and like the highest you can go is 240, you're like, yeah, this ain't for me, bro.
Yeah.
You're like looking, you're like, is this it? Like, there's nothing y'all can give me more?
Because like you see it set on auto, so you're like, oh, okay, that's why it's bad resolution. But then you go to
you
go to manually put it higher, and that's the hiest it can go.
You're
it's
like,
like, come on, YouTube, upscale this for me, please. Like, do it yourself.
Right.
Big facts. But yeah, we are super excited that she is making her return.
Stephanie Donnie.
Go back and listen to episode 100 of Dragon Ball for Life, where we had the honor to interview her. And I don't know if she knew that she was like back in the family at that point in time. Like NDAs are a real thing, and we always say to our guests, we don't ever want to get you jammed up. But if she already knew that was on the horizon, boy, is she gonna do a great job at selling it.
Oh yeah, I mean, putting the act into the max, because Fooled us.
I mean, or let's make up a world where they heard our interview with her where she was talking about how much she missed the family and they recruited her off of that. Let's let that be the lore.
Yes,
Listen,
that's it.
That's what we're gonna do. Like,
canon event.
Canon event. It's a nexus. It's a nexus point.
To DB4L and okay, all right, yeah, we got it.
It's like, you know what? They was like, you know what? We miss her too. Pick up a phone.
You know what? You're right.
What were we thinking?
That's our bad. That's our
yeah. And we just won't give them credit for it, but we'll do it anyway. They'll know. They'll know.
They called up Luffy and was like, yo, we know you've already recorded all the dialogue for Daima, but like, sorry.
Well, we gotta switch it up.
Your severance package is in the mail. Our bad. You're in the game, though. You know what? That was the olive branch. They gave him the game. They gave him sparkling water. It's like, oh, we're gonna bring Stephanie back for Daima, but you got the game, bro. You got the game.
Yeah, we'll give you the. They didn't give him the premium edition. They said, we'll give you ultimate. Though. We'll give you ultimate.
You know, if that was a thing, I would take my fucking money, Bandai Namco.
Yeah, right.
Take my money.
Big facts. But yes, ultimate congratulations to her. We will definitely be speaking on that. We want to give that announcement its own episode, but we couldn't talk about current events in Dragon Ball and not bring that up. But our last topic was a fun one. still on the theme of voice actors. So the great James Marsters, for anybody who's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, he was Spike, the greatest
character.
Was Yes.
Yes, I knew it. Yes, I obviously didn't go too much into depth about that, but I looked at it and I was like, damn, I know that guy.
Anyway,
he played
Spike.
Sorry.
He looked familiar.
Yeah, that Leo thing.
The Leo meme.
Yep.
Yeah, so he plays Spike on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. And so he
infamously... I had such a crush on him.
Yeah, he's a great dude. Like, I love it. I
brought you back,
Marsters.
Huh?
Back in the day, man.
He played Brainiac on Smallville for all the Smallville fans out there. But recently, he actually was on the Smallville podcast called Talkville. I love a good pun, which is hosted by Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum, who was Lex and Clark Kent in Smallville. They had him on the podcast talking about, because they do like a lot of old nostalgia TV shows. They do like a rewatch podcast, and they got to the point in Smallville where he was a reoccurring character as Brainiac, and Dragon Ball came up, and I didn't know that he was the English dubbed voice of Zamasu. I had no idea that was him. And it led to an amazing conversation about, because he's a super anime fan, which is why he actually did play infamously the role of Piccolo in the amazing piece of cinema known as Dragon Ball Evolution. Cult classic. Cinematic excellence as a tour de force.
This is cinema.
It is a mark on the whole Dragon Ball.
No, Bex, it's not a mark, it's the mark.
It is.
On the Dragon Ball fan.
I loved how he was just so open about how trash the movie was, and he was like, please do not go watch it if you're listening to
the funniest part of all that was like, they're trying to I guess actors trying to protect other actors. They're trying to shoot him bail. Like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Like, no, what do you mean? Did you just have a bad experience? He's like, no, the movie fucking sucked.
and then because he kept saying it, and then he's like, and then he realized, and he goes, well, I'm pretty sure the director feels the same way.
Yeah. I loved that part. I was like, nice. I would have said a similar thing if I was in his shoes. Like, I'm not saying this against anyone. I feel like everyone feels the same as I do. Not throwing shade.
Not even popular consensus. Just full consensus is that this movie sucked. But he kind of went into detail, just why he took the part. Him and his son were big Dragon Ball Z fans. So when the part came up, he was like, oh yeah, I have to take this, obviously. And then he did it, and it was terrible, and everyone hated it. And he told a fun story about on premiere night. He thought he went into the premiere for Dragon Ball Evolution, and it was packed. Nowhere, standing room only. And he's like, yes, this is about to be a smash. I did justice to the fan base. And it was a Fast and the Furious movie. And so he ended up going across the hall to the Dragon Ball Evolution. And he said, including him, his son, and his son's friends, there were like 4 people in the theater.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
And people walked out.
Well,
Oh,
how about too when they premiered it in Japan and after the movie ended, it was like, during it was quiet. After it was
Silence, crickets.
silence. Yeah.
crazy, man.
And he said
my
he thought it was
God.
like a cultural thing. Like,
Right.
oh, like, you know, like, oh, maybe they just don't get raucous and it's just like silent appreciation. Like, you know, like, no, bro, this was just
No,
like-
it was bad, yeah.
But I love the fact that the reason why he took the role as Zamasu was like that was his love letter to the fans, his apology. Like, yo,
Right.
I'm so sorry that I was attached to this. That was his get back. So much so that he used a pseudonym. Like he didn't go by his name James Marsters. Like he changed his name, like his voice acting name for that, because he didn't want. He said that during cons and interviews, he didn't want people to bring that movie up to like drag
fair.
the dirt. Yeah,
and
drag the dirt.
I think it
onto
had
the
something to
fans.
do with like the union as well. Like he had to,
Yeah.
in order
That's
for him to do that. Because I remember, I think Chris Sabat brought him on to a convention
Shout outs to Chris.
panel, yeah, and like told everybody that he was the voice of Zamasu under a different name and was basically just doing it for his love of Dragon Ball and also because of how bad Dragon Ball Evolution was and wanted to, you know, make it up to the people. So yeah, shout out to James Marsters, man. Like he said, look, my bad. I fucked up.
Word. He said that's on me.
That's
on
my
me.
bad.
He totally nailed Zamasu.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I think Zamasu
I
has
love-
one of just
Yeah.
so good. So
1,000.
good. Like an actual, I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10, to be
Man,
honest. In terms of voice acting,
Listen,
I definitely would.
You know how I felt about that arc until the ending. Like, it was the best arc, and then it
Justice
ended,
for Future
and then I
Trunks,
was
still screaming Justice for Future Trunks.
Right.
And
we
his
want
voice,
justice and purple hair for Future Trunks. That's our
Yes,
campaign.
yes.
They could have put it in the game, but no.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the customizable outfits for him. You
Yeah.
can give him his purple hair.
Yeah.
Maybe DLC.
There you go.
Maybe what if?
But yeah, just, James Marsters did a hell of a job as Zamasu. That was
100%.
We forgive you. We forgive you.
1,000%.
Yeah, absolutely redeemed. Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked, I don't know, we speak so much on here and off here. I don't know where this conversation took place, but we've talked about that. Like, you know, a lot of times, like the English voice actors performance isn't always the preferred one. Like when the sub, like, you know, we're just like so locked in and just so used to it that it is rare that, you know, especially since it's not the Funimation dub anymore, not all English translation voices, like the actor just kind of like nails it. But like you said, like, with the Zamasu performance, I prefer his to the sub one because he kills it, bro. Especially like when they fuse to like the green guy version, there's like that echoey effect they put under.
Oh my god! Yeah, I made a reel about just that one time.
So good.
His voice.
And
I
y'all
was
gonna make me
this is
rewatch the
conviction.
arc.
Just cut off at
until
a
the
certain
end.
point.
Fine, fine. I'll rewatch Dragon Ball Super.
When they get in the time machine to go back to fight him the last time, that's when you can just skip to the Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
Right,
Skip the next
exactly. You
50.
know, you're like, I'd be like, I'm watching. I was like, oh, wait, did you just time skip the show? Yeah.
You know what it is? We're
Yeah.
watching it from the perspective of the people that they left in the present time. Like, oh, we didn't get to see them in the future. That's why that's why that part's clipped out.
Just trying to look at it from a different perspective. That's all.
Yeah, we're just trying to fix it.
Exactly. You know, I was just like, damn, I always know how Goku and Vegeta feel. How did Tien feel in this moment? That's what he said.
Listen, if we can somehow get James Marsters on the podcast, I would love to, because in that interview, I was like, all right, if they were interviewing him as like, if Dragon Ball fans, one of the first questions I would have asked in terms of like him talking about the movie being bad and a failure and like being like surprised initially, my follow-up question was like, well, so then I'm just curious, because you are a Dragon Ball fan, so when you went into your Piccolo costume and got makeup done and realized that your skin was gray, did you start to have questions about like where this is going and why you weren't green?
Who's in charge here?
When you were on set, standing across from Emily Ross and Ms. Bowman, and all she had was a blue streak and not blue hair. Like, when you wasn't like, hey, wait, y'all forgot to dye her hair, guys. Like,
how come no one asks questions about them being Scott and Fiona and Shameless as well? Goku and Bulma.
Jimmy Steve. The Shameless Connect. You know what was funny? When I told Mikey said hi, by the way, Bex. When I told him that you were coming back and we were talking about this, he said, don't forget to bring up the Shameless connection. So,
I can't think it. Like every time I think about that movie, I think about that because I've watched all of Shameless and I just I'm like, wait, whoa, when I realized, like, whoa, what?
That's Jimmy Steve.
Okay, all right.
That's Jimmy Steve and Fiona. This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to live with this.
Wild.
Yeah,
you know,
it broke my brain.
Big facts. But yeah, I will say my one last takeaway from that. I love the fact that he is like an open anime fan, because you know a lot of times you get people who like are like they know of anime things. Like when you get like cartoon or live action things, a lot of the actors that they get in, you could tell like when they're doing their press run and they're talking about it, you clearly only watched this for the role and you didn't watch it prior to this, and you're just kind of regurgitating newly formed information because you just watched it recently. But like for him to just be like, he's like, no, me and my son were huge fans of the show.
Yeah,
I jumped at the chance to do this because we love these characters and everything. And then like I feel like ain't nobody more disappointed in him that he did that than himself.
Right.
And you feel that. And I, as a fan, appreciate that it's somebody who loves this shit like us, who, you know, just made a bad career choice, you know, that's all.
And he made up for it.
You know what? For James's sake, no matter what the quantity is, I hope that he still gets residual checks for that movie. Let that be the silver lining in all of this.
Yeah, whatever.
Pay that man.
Whatever Tubi CW checks.
Exactly. Whatever scarce DVD sale comes in, checking the mail. You know what, James? Whatever royalty checks you got from that or still get from that, treat yourself to something nice today. You deserve it.
One day there's gonna be like you're gonna be at some auction like 20 years from now where people totally forget that movie and somebody has a DVD copy of Dragon Ball Evolution.
It's just gonna go for
and
money.
It's just gonna be expensive as hell just because of how rare it is and how much everybody try to scrub it off the face of the earth.
I would add it to the collection.
Oh, same. I was about to say I'd probably get it. Matter of fact, I maybe just get it now just for the sake of
just to have it and just buy it. Run on Amazon, grab it real quick.
Yeah, y'all. I don't even know why we gotta do a movie review of Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh my god!
We got it. Like,
don't make us watch it.
Or like a live rewatch or something.
I had a feeling that was gonna come from this.
Listen, we'll get some drinks, get some weed.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying? We'll make some fun out of it. Yeah, I do a live rewatch. I do a live rewatch. Yeah.
Hey,
let's go.
It is only $12.98 on Amazon.
All right.
I'm sorry. The Blu-ray is $12.98. The DVD $11.95.
Wow.
Oh my god, let's splurge on the Blu-ray.
Let's do it. 4,000 person. Let's
You said
go.
If we gonna do it, we gonna do it.
Yeah. Go all in, man.
You know, if we're gonna do this, we have to watch the movie. We have to watch the Blu-ray, the extra features. We gotta watch the behind the scenes content.
Are we doing it like right here, or we're doing it like a live rewatch? I think that'd be hilarious to do a live rewatch.
I'm down, bro. Look, I don't want to sabotage Bex's Twitch following if we do. Her subscriber count is gonna start dropping.
Yeah, negative. Twitch start charging me money.
I was about to say you gonna owe Twitch money. They're gonna send you an email.
Start getting charges to your cards.
They're gonna send you an email. It's just gonna say all caps rent's due.
Yeah, and they like ban me and shit. Like this was too offensive. Like okay, fair enough.
Like touche. I deserve
Subject
that, my
line
bad.
that email says never again.
Yeah, don't even do this. This is your final warning. Sorry.
Or it's just going to be TF question mark.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I was going to say your most recent content has violated community guidelines.
Yeah. Like, remove this immediately.
Oh man, that's great. But yeah,
let's do it.
I'm gonna throw it in my Amazon cart begrudgingly.
I'll send you a split.
I'll throw it in there.
Wait, isn't it? I am sure it's on Netflix.
Oh shit, yeah, that's a good point before I buy it.
It's like I'm legitimately
It's gotta be
sure.
somewhere.
Yeah,
for
now
free.
it's in my DVD collection. I'm just like, why the fuck are you here, yo?
Or who knows? Maybe that purchase you get, James Marsters will get a notification that.
Oh
like,
yeah,
somebody...
you know what? I want James to get a royalty off this. I might still buy the DVD. All right, hold on. Evolution. Let's see if it's on. What if it's on Crunchyroll? Like,
That would be hilarious.
just tuck
Crunchyroll would never. Crunchyroll would never.
So look, now it's only on Google Play, which I don't know who uses that. Fandango at Home, which I don't know who uses
that either.
Or
I don't even know what that is.
Or Amazon Prime, but only for rent.
They don't even let you buy it.
You can't even
I want
stream
people
it.
to pay money. Bruh, that's asking a lot. Like, a lot. Come on.
That is hilarious.
Oh no, you can buy it. So you can rent it for $3.59 or buy it for $15.
I don't want to do either of those.
For all that, I'm
Yeah.
gonna just buy this damn $12 Blu-ray.
Yeah, right.
All right, back to Amazon. It's going in the cart. Amazon's probably looking at me like, "Fuck is wrong with you?" Yo?
Yeah.
When you go to hit place order, it'll have a new.
It'll
pop-up
say, like,
that you've
"Are
never
you
seen."
sure?
Yeah, are you sure? Do you want to buy this?
I'm gonna click yes. They're gonna be like, "Are you really sure?"
Yeah, are you sure?
No, and then you're gonna get two
really?
emails. One email is gonna say your item is out for delivery, and then you're gonna get another email that says we have issued a refund for you because we feel bad that you purchased.
I'm gonna get a
this.
fraudulent charge alert from my bank. They're gonna be like,
Is that out of character purchase?
Someone tried to buy Dragon Ball Evolution 2009. We know that wasn't.
So we're gonna freeze your account. Just let us know if this was you.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, you can't unfreeze the card over the phone. You need to come in the bank in person to do this."
You go into the bank and it's all your close friends and family with like
yes, it's
all in a dark
Like
room
intervention.
with a yeah. We're concerned about you, Matthew.
Damn, Dragon Ball Intervention. Name of this episode.
Hey, lock it in.
Name of this episode.
At least we're all as crazy as each other, all three of us. We all need the intervention.
Yes.
Like, we're all agreeing to watch this movie, so something ain't right with all of us.
Word.
I want to be sitting down in one of those chairs. Therapist, like, what brings you to therapy in the first time in your life? I purchased Dragon Ball Evolution. So when I realized something's not right with me.
Be like, Bix and Matt were there, though. Bix and Matt were there.
Yeah.
Them as well.
They're gonna be like, "Can you call them now and put it on speakerphone? I want to make sure they're okay as well."
Yeah.
So, is Bix and Matt in the room with us?
Wait,
Dragon
a
Ball
minute.
intervention.
Hold on. I don't know. Whoa, I don't know what this is, but I'm about to share my screen. Hold on, because I think I didn't send this to another place that we might have to watch. Hold on.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Hold on.
A few minutes later.
That was.
No. That's. I got nothing to say after that. Like, what can I say after that?
We have no wisdom.
How do you follow that as well? How do you follow that?
You can't.
I have a base idea. Well, lifers, we call you guys the lifers because you quite literally put the L into DB4L. And we can't get through that movie without you. So lend us your energy by way of likes, subscribes, 5 to 7 star reviews, if that's a thing. Follows on all the social medias and all that Jupiter jazz, part 1 and 2. And the easiest way to do that is by clicking the all-powerful link tree of might in the episode description below. I'm back. That movie almost killed me.
Yeah. All of
And like
us.
we always say here in the Kame house that Toriyama built. I don't know who built that house that we just watched, but we live in the house that Toriyama built.
This is not our house.
Wasn't Toriyama, wasn't Toyotaro, wasn't Toyable,
Wasn't none of that.
Toys R Us. No,
Wasn't Toys R Us. Oh, whether you watch it or you read it. Well, not watch that. Whether you watch something else or read something else.
Yes.
We all need something else.
Yes.
And we will see you next time on Dragon Ball for Life. Dodon Ray.
To that fucking movie.
This is producer Mikey and Dragon Ball GT.
We love you, Mikey. And shout outs to Yali. All caps.
All caps.
And Tay.
And Ashi the Ray.
Ashi.
And
Layla.
Love. And Bex. So happy to have you back. So happy
Thanks,
to have
boys.
you back.
Pleasure to be here. Peace
Later,
out.
man.
Mortals, listen up. It's your god of destruction, Beerus here. Subscribe and follow the Dragon Ball for Life podcast, or else you shall be erased from existence. Hakai.